looks like it's going to cost me $80 to go through here. Good morning.
Have you already been in or
Just getting here. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, so that $80 was for the cost of the senior lifetime pass, which I already have. I bought that when I was in Vernal last time because I was planning this stuff last year when I went to Phenomicon, so yeah. Okay, so you can see through the camera now the Badlands. And we're just going to keep driving. I don't think we're going to stop at the visitor center or anything like that. We're just going to keep driving because we're here just to see it. And I don't want to leave Winky in the car. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. This is a lot like Utah. Different color in the soil, but a lot like Utah, Arches National Park. So do not collect rocks, fossils, or plants. We're not collecting rocks, and that kind of shoots that in the patootie. Those rocks are my thing. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is pretty amazing. It says, please camp in designated areas. So you can camp in here. I will remember that for the next time. Because I already reserved a camp spot in Box Elder at the Loves for tonight. Wow, this is pretty amazing. I can see why they're called the Badlands. This reminds me of the Westerns, looking at the trees across the top of this range out here in the front. When at first glance, it looks like in the old Westerns where the Indians used to line up across the top and watch the settlers or whoever it was that they were watching, the cowboys, the outlaws, the wagon train, whoever they were watching. At first glance, that's sort of what that looked like. Was people standing up there on the one that has the trees on the top. Oh my gosh, this is pretty phenomenal. We're gonna pull over here and get a picture, get a video on the phone. Some video.
are on our way to Michigan.
No, you gotta stay over there. You gotta stay over there or stay in your seat. 1 of the 2. Oh my goodness. I rolled your window down. That wasn't any good. Or you did. You got up there and rolled it down. Let's just lock those windows so you can't do that again. So this is pretty fucking amazing.
Frank said, "Nice." And Ree said, "Travis and I are on our way to Michigan." Reply to the group?
Yes.
What do you want to say to Fierce Family?
Enjoy that Imagine Dragons concert.
Sending. Enjoy that Imagine Dragons concert.
So here's some viewpoint, trailhead things going on here. The tops of these are pretty amazing. Some of them have little spire points at the top, and oh my goodness, this is just amazing. However, what's different about here from the Arches National Park is in the Arches Park, you can't go out on the hills. You can't climb those structures out there. They have some that you can walk up to, but you can't climb on any of them out there. So here, people are climbing on them. That's kind of interesting. It looks like sandstone, like you know, the hillsides on the beach in California. It looks like it's that kind of stuff, and if you were to try to climb up it, it would just crumble under your feet. But you know, it's interesting. And I was reading about these things that jut up kind of freestanding, that have grass on top of them but have been washed away around them, and they call those sod stands, which I think is really interesting. And it has to do, you know, with the rest of the stuff being washed away, and then the grass still growing on the top. I think that's just an interesting name for them, sod stands. But these are really, 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 really phenomenal. So I did read some about the geology of the Badlands. Just because the geology stuff is what I'm interested in, and the geology stuff is what I'm interested in at Devil's Tower. I want to know how that ended up to be the only thing jutting up out of the middle of that flat area right there, and it doesn't, the rock, the geology of it doesn't match anything else around. So that's just really interesting. Where this is interesting because it's kind of like it's a sudden, if you go way back to where the Badlands start, where these geologic formations actually begin, there's kind of like a transition from the plains to this these formations, and the transition from the soil. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that there's just this big transition, and so, oh, this is really amazing. Coming down here and seeing these really super tall ones, and we have to watch for fallen rocks, which is okay. We can do that, speed limit 25, which we're going to do because I need my trailer not to push me down the hill. So it says there's a bump here, and it looks like it's a pretty good one, so we're going to take it pretty slow. Okay, that was good. The trailer didn't really do anything weird with that. But the road looks kind of up and downy. Not really hard bumps, but you know, those up and downy roller coaster kind of bumps. So it's pretty interesting. So welcome to the Badlands, everybody. I'm glad I could bring you along so that you could see the phenomenal beauty that is here, that is South Dakota. It's amazing. It is amazing. Okay, now we got another bump. And that was a one wheel at a time bump. So there's a Badlands trading post in here somewhere, and I may run in there real quick and see what they have, but I don't want to leave Winky in the vehicle too long because the outside temperature is 80 degrees. So I don't want to leave her in too long. I hope the people behind me don't mind the fact that we are doing this a little slower than the speed limit. The speed limit is 25. We're going just a little over 20. So I know it looks a lot faster in the camera, which is kind of interesting. So now we can go the speed limit. We're on the flat. So this is the visitor center, but it doesn't say anything about the trading center here. But they do have picnic area. And hotels. Cedar Pass Lodge, gifts, cabins, and dining. I'm looking for the trading post. We want to continue on the loop. Actually, we want to continue towards I-90. This is the way. And this should bring us out right at Wall Drug, which I've seen hundreds of signs for it since we entered South Dakota. And this couple I talked to last night from North Dakota, they were talking about Wall Drug, that it's one of those things that, you know, it's one of those national landmarks, so you kind of got to do it to say you did. But there's nothing really special there. However, they do have food. So my thought is I'm going to go in, order some food, and Winky and I are going to eat before we go any farther, because we're going to be coming up on our campsite at the Loves, I don't know, in about 80 miles after we get out of here a bit. We're going to go to Walls and have that free glass of ice water that they're famous for, and maybe even one of those 5-cent coffees that they have advertised on probably 75 billboards. Except the wall billboards are the ones that sit on the ground, so I guess they're ground boards or something, or just signs, whatever. But that's where we're headed next, because this road is what takes us up there. We'll just continue across 90, I think, the way it looked on the map last night. We'll just continue across this road, across 90 on this road once we get there, and that should take us right to Wall Drug. So the Badlands, pretty phenomenal. Pretty phenomenal. the handiwork of the Creator is mighty. All the good news, there's nobody following us now, so they must have pulled off at the Cedar Lodge. This is amazing. I can't wait to get this downloaded on my computer. I think I'm going to have to pull the memory card out of the camera to make sure that this doesn't get recorded over. Put another memory card in. Some more hiking trail. Not that I want any first-hand experience with it, but I wonder what this looks like when it's wet. I wonder if it glistens or if it forms little waterfalls at the top when it rains, or just kind of wondering how this looks in the weather. Don't really want to know. Just kind of wondering. I'm sure I can probably find some pictures somewhere that show it when it's raining. There's a sign, which I kind of expect to see all over the place here. There's a sign that was on Big Bend Bridge, and it said cattle at large, which kind of makes me think that that's denoting that the cattle have escaped. I guess if they're on the dam, then I guess they have escaped. Although this morning, when I was walking Winky, we heard cows over on right tail race. There were cows over there, so that we heard. So maybe those are the ones that were at large. got the roller coaster dippy road thing going on. Lots of motorcycles doing the deal here in South Dakota. There was a sign that I saw that said, motorcycle riders deserve to be seen, not hurt, which I thought was pretty clever. Kind of interesting the way things are here. Pretty amazing. That looks like a stand-up white sage over there. Pretty amazing. And now we go up. Lots of people walking around down in there. I'm leading a parade here. I probably should have pulled over just there where there was a wide spot so these people could get around me. Because I'm doing 20 and you can hear the engine being stressed. We'll pull over here and let them go by. That's my California mountain road training. That's my mountain road driving training from California. Oh, here comes another one. Okay, Range Rover. Get by me. Come on, you guys. Not gonna wait forever. I don't want to hold you up, but I don't want to wait forever either. Yeah, well, I pull over at the peak of the road. So I could have just kept going and been doing the speed limit, not holding them up anymore, but oh well. I had no idea what was ahead of us, and neither did they, so I think we're all fine. I think they're happy to not be following me anymore. They got some reedy things out there that I would have to park and leave Winky in the car to go read. So we'll just have to skip them for today. Maybe the map will have indicators, the map that he gave me when I came into the park. Maybe that will have the information that's on those reedy things. That's okay. I'm okay with reading them out. Okay, so bicycles in front of us, and vehicles coming the other way. So I cannot go out around them, except for now. Make sure they have plenty of room, that I don't clip them with my trailer. That's probably a good thing. Okay, so it looks like we're coming to the end of it now, so I'm going to turn off the microphone recording and just continue to record the scenery. Okay, so we've got bison over here in this field, just kind of roaming around, so this must be bison at large. There's several of them over there, so that is very interesting. I don't know if they came up on the video. I'll check. When I download the video, I'll check and see if they came up.